Hi, writers. It's so good to see you. So, remember yesterday you listened to a poem called My Baby Brother, and you were really thinking about the words that described how the brother looked. And then you practiced writing a poem yourself, really using descriptive words about the ways how something looked. So, we're moving on to a new sense today. We used sight yesterday, and today we're going to use our ears. We're going to use sound. You're going to be writing a poem yourself with some sound words in it. But first, I would like to read you a poem. It's called Wind Song. The first time, I just want you to close your eyes and listen. Here we go. Wind Song by Lillian Moore. When the wind blows, the quiet things speak. Some whisper, some clang, some creak. Grasses swish, treetops sigh, flags slap and snap at the sky. Wires on poles whistle and hum. Ash cans roll, windows drum. When the wind goes, suddenly, then the quiet things are quiet again. I'm going to read it one more time. This time, I want you to really focus on any words that are sound words. And you can see after, right over here, I've got this spot. Afterwards, I'm going to have you tell me all the sound words you hear from the poem. Okay, here we go. When the wind blows, the quiet things speak. Some whisper, some clang, some creak. That was the first stanza. Did you hear any words in there that were sound words? Whisper, yeah, that's a sound. Clang. What is a clang? Yeah, kind of just like a loud, like a banging noise. Good. What else did you see in that first stanza? Creak. Good. Creak. Let me read the next stanza and I want to hear your sound words. Grasses swish, treetops sigh, flags slap and snap at the sky. Wires on poles whistle and hum. Ash cans roll, windows drum. What sound words did you hear there? Swish, sigh, slap, snap. Hear that sound? Whistle. Good. Anything else? Hum, drum. Okay, last stanza. When the wind goes, suddenly, then the quiet things are quiet again. Yeah. So look at all those sound words. That's a fantastic list. Thank you for helping me with it. And notice at the end, everything kind of just goes quiet again. So quiet is definitely a sound too. So for your job today, for your writing, let's go ahead and look at the task. One, you're watching this video. Now, step two, I want you to listen to the sounds that you hear in the room that you're in right now. Or if you're in a place where you're allowed to go outside, I want you to do that. So you got to pick right now. If you're at daycare, you're probably not allowed to just go outside. If you're at home, maybe you can ask someone if it's okay to go outside. So I'm not allowed to go outside. My principal won't let me. So I'm going to just stay in my room right now and close my eyes and see what I hear. All right, here's the things I hear. My window's open, so I can hear some crows. What kind of noise are they making? They're not chirping. They're like, rah, rah. In the hallway across the hall, I can hear some kids talking. I just heard the printer make like a printer noise, like. I'm gonna close my eyes again and listen for more noises. I can hear somebody rustling some papers, like wish, wish, wish. I can hear some typing too. It sounds kind of like pitter patter on the keyboard. So you'd be surprised in your room or outside the things that you might hear. So after you listen for all those sounds, you're going to make your own list. Kind of like I just made a list out loud. We made a list from the poem. In your notebook, you need to make your own list of the sounds. And then the last step is that you're going to write a poem about the sounds that you hear. Or if you don't feel comfortable trying to write a poem, you can just free write about the sounds. Okay, you can write a story about what you think those sounds are doing, but something with those sound words. Okay, so pretend this is my notebook and I just wrote those sounds that I said. And I want to show you what it might look like to turn them into a poem. So if you're thinking that you're going to try a poem, you can use this as an idea. So we always have to think, how do we want to start? And the best thing to help me start is to look back at other poems. So how did Lillian Moore start the poem? She said, "When the wind blows." So maybe we can start with when. When the wind blows, those were all the sounds. So maybe just gonna start with where I am. When and maybe when is it right now? Well, I'm at school and it's lunchtime. When it's lunchtime at school, and I'm gonna use the same line the poet did. The quiet things speak. So the things that are usually quiet start to speak. But I'm not gonna say lunchtime because lunchtime people are gonna think of the cafeteria. So you know what? Instead of saying at school, I'm going to say when it's lunchtime in my office because I'm not in a lunchroom. When it's lunchtime in my office, the quiet things speak. So you can use those same beginning lines, but for wherever you are. So maybe if you're doing this in the morning, when it's morning outside, the quiet things speak. If you're doing it in the afternoon in your bedroom, when it's afternoon in my bedroom, the quiet things speak. We can all start this way, okay? And then we're going to describe the things that we hear. Keyboards, click, clack. What else did I say? Oh, the printer. The printers, whoosh, whoosh. What other noise did I write up? The craw, craw. Oh, crows. Caw, caw. Originally, I called it craw, but then I decided it really sounds like caw. And that's the cool thing with spelling sounds. You just kind of have to spell them the way that you hear them. Listen to the letters. Um, and maybe what else did I have up there? Rustle, rustle. Oh, papers. Rustle, rustle. And then I have to end it by instead of saying when it's lunchtime in my office, so maybe when the school day is over, we're ending it the same as the way the poet ended hers. Suddenly, then the quiet things are quiet again. Right? Because there's nobody here anymore to press the keys or to print the papers, and the crows are asleep. So everything that's usually quiet and was talking goes quiet again. So I invite you to follow the same format with your poem or just free write about your sounds. Good luck, guys.